Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona, and today's class is dedicated to slowing down and calming your nervous system. So if you're feeling anxious or stressed out or just disconnected from your body, from yourself, one of the most direct and helpful ways of reconnecting is simply to move more consciously and breathe more. So this is what this class is all about. Just 20 minutes, but I can guarantee it'll make you feel a whole lot better and you'll feel transformed. Enjoy, and thanks for joining. Namaste. Begin your practice in child's pose, knees a little wider than your hips, your toes touching, buttocks to the heels, and reach your arms forward, shoulder width apart or your fingers spread. Rest your forehead toward the mat or on the mat, and we'll begin here just following your breath, keeping your breath even and steady. So just start to cultivate an Ujjayi breath, gently squeezing the muscles through the back of the throat to siphon the air in and out. So you're breathing an audible breath. And take 3 breaths here. Breathing with sound as you inhale. Breathing with sound as you exhale. 2 more full breaths. Breathe in, look toward your hands up onto all fours. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Knees deeply bent, so you're elongating your spine. 3 deep breaths. Breathing in, audible exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. Extend your right heel to the floor, left knee bent, inhale here, and exhale. 2 more audible breaths. Bend both knees, extend your left heel down toward the floor. 3 deep breaths. Breathe in deep and breathe out. Twice more, keeping the rhythm of your breath very smooth and calming. Breathe in, look toward your hands, and as you breathe out, walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat. Easy forward fold, catch opposite elbows, soften your knees, torso on the thighs, allow your head to drop, and take 3 audible Ujjayi breaths. Release your hands to the floor, hang in ragdoll, and on your inhale slowly rise up to stand. No rush. Send your arms up overhead, catch opposite elbows, and as you breathe out, take a side stretch to your right. As you feel yourself breathe in, come back to center, stand tall, and as you breathe out, stretch over to your left. Inhale back to center, reach your arms up. Exhale, staying upright, hands behind the back, interlace your fingers. Big deep breath in, puff your chest, And as you breathe out, bend your knees and fold and let your arms float away from your back any amount. Comfortable shoulder stretch, shoulder heads lifting up away from the mat. Knees a little soft, a little bent. Weight tipping forward. 3 deep breaths. So just prioritizing your breath as a way of feeling calmer in your body, calmer in your mind. Releasing your hands to the floor. You're going to walk out to a plank pose here. Walking your hands to the top edge of the mat, coming onto the balls of your toes. Hands balanced right underneath your shoulders. Your gaze is forward. Take 3 deep breaths here in plank pose. Legs engaged. Front of the pelvis lifting up so your abdominals are engaged. And make as much space between the floor, the front of the mat, and your chest. As you exhale, drop your knees to the floor and slowly lower yourself all the way to the floor. We're going to set up for Sphinx pose, a mild arch in the spine. Taking your forearms forward, a little forward of your shoulders. Hands are shoulder width apart. Legs engaged, tops of the feet pressing into the mat. 3 deep breaths here. Acting like you're drawing your chest forward through your arms without actually moving your arms. And then just zoom in on your breath so you feel very present in your body. Just following the ebb and flow of your breath. As you breathe out, melt down to the floor, take your hands by your ribs, elbows tucking in, make your way back into downward facing dog. So just moving calmly, not fidgeting in your body. You arrive here, feet hip distance apart, hands shoulder width apart, legs and arms equally engaged. 3 deep breaths, let your eyes settle to a steady place. And tune into the silky, smooth quality of your breath, feeling the balance in your breath. And as you breathe out, you're going to take your right knee to the back of your right hand for pigeon pose. As you breathe in, lift your chest. As you breathe out, just come down onto your forearms there. So not a deep pigeon pose. Hips are level. We're going to take about 5 breaths here. Just letting the gentle wave of your breath soothe you. Conscious of the quality of your in and your out breath. Lifting up a little way, come onto your hands so you can press back into downward facing dog. And then opposite side, taking your left knee to the back of your left hand and setting up for pigeon on the other side. Try and maintain a balance across the back of your sacrum and your hips. Right hip rolling down, making any subtle adjustments, and then resting your forearms down, extending your heart forward. Your gaze can soften down, or you can even rest your head here. Just concentrate on your breath. Make it the most important part of your practice. About another 3 breaths here. Breathing in, lifting up a little way, standing on your hands to step back to downward facing dog. Keeping that quiet, introspective focus. 3 deep breaths. When you're ready, stepping your right foot forward in between your hands, making sure your ankle lands underneath your knee. Low lunge, left knee to the floor, keeping your fingertips on the floor. So we're just staying low here. You're sending your heart forward. You can lean your hips forward a little without overstretching. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Not moving your body too much. As you breathe out, we'll make our way into pyramid pose. So your right leg's going to straighten, left leg is going to straighten. You're folding it out over your front leg. Do keep your back leg straight, stay on the balls of your toes there. Very simple, 3 deep breaths. Rebend your front knee, land your hands, step back to downward facing dog, quietly, unrushed. Now stepping your left foot in between your hands, help it along if it doesn't quite make it there. Right knee to the floor, fingertips stay on the floor, your collarbones are broad. Take 3 deep breaths. And as you feel yourself breathe out, pick up the back knee and work towards straightening both legs, shifting your weight back, extending through your spine, staying on the balls of your back toes, folding forward over your front leg, keeping your thighs engaged, particularly your back leg could have a little micro bend in the front knee. Take 3 deep breaths here. And from here we're going to step forward to the top edge of the mat. Bring your feet hip width apart. And then we're going to come into Malasana Yogi Squat. Widen the feet away from one another. Point your big toes out, your heels in. And sitting down on the back of your legs any amount. Even if you only come down halfway and rest your forearms to your knees. Make sure you're comfortable in your body. Take your hands to your heart center. Lengthen the inner thighs toward the knees. And then once you're set up, 3 deep breaths. As you breathe out, we're going to make our way onto our backs. Make your way to the middle of your mat. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Rest your head back, relax your shoulders. And find your breath. Breathe deep. Taking your feet to the floor, come into Supta Baddha Konasana, your knees out wide, soles of the feet together, and rest your hands comfortably on your body. One hand over the belly, one hand over your heart center, relaxing your inner thighs, letting go of any squeezing or gripping in the buttocks. And feel your breath now under your hands, rising and falling. Take 3 deep breaths. You're nearly there. And then releasing, roll the knees in toward each other, widen the feet away from one another to the edges of the mat. Knock your knees in toward each other. Release heavy into the low back spine. And then take your arms into cactus arms, elbows in line with your shoulders, palms face up. And close your eyes here, 3 deep breaths. And just noticing how soothing it is just simply to breathe and move quietly in your body. Keep your arms where they are now, and we'll take windshield wipers, a mild twist through the spine, taking the knees over to your right and encouraging your left knee toward the floor. And if it's comfortable for your neck, you can spin the gaze out to your left. 3 deep breaths. As you breathe out, knees come up. And then twisting opposite side, right knee extending toward the floor, left knee down. Gaze can move to your right now. 3 deep breaths. Count your breath out. Stay within. Rolling the knees back up. Hug your knees in toward your chest. 3 deep breaths. Rest your head back. Relax your shoulders. And very slowly unravel yourself into Shavasana. You're going to extend your legs out straight along the mat, heels out to the corner edges of your mat. Lay your arms by your side, palms face up. And gently, gently close your eyes and allow your breath to relax. No effort. Letting it find its natural, spontaneous rhythm. And just notice how transformative it is to simply pay attention to your breath, slow your movements down. Has a direct impact on your nervous system, and oftentimes how you feel in your mind. You've got more clarity, you sharpen your concentration, and possibly feel more patient. Rest here any amount, and I hope you've enjoyed this very short sequence to calm and reset. Thanks for joining. Namaste.